Hello and welcome to English 353, Introduction to Children's Literature. My name is Dr. Bartels and I am going to be your professor for this class. I'm just starting my 7th year here at CBU, so I've been a professor for that many years. It's kind of crazy that it goes so quickly. And one of the classes I love teaching is children's literature, and I think it's because I really developed so much of my passion for reading literature, teaching literature as a child with the books that I was given and the books that I kind of ravenously read my way through. And so I am really excited to be hearing a little bit about each of you, what's brought you to this juncture in your journey here at CBU. If you are interested in teaching or working with kids in some way, shape, or capacity, if so, this class is for you. If you are a lit major and you love all types of lit and you're curious about interpreting children's literature, this class is for you. If you are interested in writing creatively for children, this class is also for you. And if you are just curious, you kind of like children's literature, you want to see what it's about, what it's from, maybe it sounds a little bit less scary than when you put other words in front of literature, this class is also for you. So a little bit about myself. By trade, I am a Victorianist, which means that our first week where we're going to be reading Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, we're going to read it online, but I do also recommend a couple of different copies. So this one right here is really great. It's a Dover Thrift one. It's really tiny and it's really inexpensive, so I love the Dover Thrifts. This one, let's see, where did I get this one? This one's a Barnes & Noble classic. I have this as well. It comes with the sequel, so if you didn't get enough Alice, this one's a bit longer because it has 2 books in one. But that's my period, so the 19th century, or kind of the like maybe about 3/4 of the 1800s is really what I study. So I also love children's literature, and I want to share just a little bit also about one of my favorite books from when I was a kid. When I was a kid, especially really young, one of my favorite books was Amelia Bedelia. So if you are familiar, you know that this is a hilarious book that really does a lot of wordplay. It has a lot of puns where you have Amelia Bedelia who takes everything completely literally and doesn't understand how language works but can bake her way out of any situation. I think I took that one to heart, and I think it's why I love baking. I'm like, I can misunderstand things all I want as long as I can bake well. Important life lessons that we find in children's literature. I'm going to share with you just one page of it if you're not familiar, or as a review. So Amelia Bedelia has been tasked with being a maid at this house. They've left her a list of the things to do, and she is reading. She says, "There," said Amelia Bedelia. She looked at her list again. "Dust the furniture. Did you ever hear tell of such a silly thing? At my house, we undust the furniture. But to each his own way." Amelia Bedelia took one last look at the bathroom. She saw a big box with the words dusting powder on it. "Well, look at that. A special powder to dust with," exclaimed Amelia Bedelia. So Amelia Bedelia dusted the furniture. That should be dusty enough. My, how nice it smells. I'll share the images with you as well. So you can see we have Amelia Bedelia taking dust and putting it all over the furniture. And of course the joke is one that the children are in on. When we say dust the furniture, we mean remove the dust from the furniture, not add dust to the furniture. So that was just a really fun one. I loved it. It's not one that's on the syllabus, but we do have an upcoming assignment where you're going to be bringing in lots of other picture books. Amelia Bedelia, any of them in this series, great options. You may want to consider that as you're looking towards that. Anyhow, I'm really excited to get started to hear a little bit about each of you on this introduction board.